Hello, this is a quick video just to go through the expectations for the Midway project for EMS 513. So I'm just going to go through the document, which you can access on Moodle, and it outlines everything on the project. And I'll just highlight a couple of things that I want you to pay close attention to, and also some due dates. So you can see from the introduction here that the purpose of this project is for you to examine best practices for teaching and learning an algebra topic. So you're going to do a research literature and create or adapt a meaningful algebraic task. So within that task, you're going to provide a rationale, the task itself, and also directions for a teacher. The task can be used with any grades, 6 through 12, or a college setting as well. So this part outlines the three parts of the of the project. So first is the task justification. You're going to read 6 to 8 articles related to the topic that you wish to teach, and the articles should inform your task design. You're going to write 2 to 3 pages that provide a brief overview of the topic that you're addressing. Why is the topic important? What do students typically struggle with? And give a justification as to why the task that you're using is a worthwhile algebraic task and how it engages students in aspects of algebraic thinking. So this is where you're going to want to bring in some of the conceptions of algebra from the readings or Driscoll's habits of mind. You can see a list of articles for the course on the syllabus. So your articles, recommended 6 to 8 articles. Obviously you can read more. 2 or 3 can come from course readings. Others should come from outside of course readings. So you can get that list of course readings on the syllabus. You should include a list of references. And for those, you should need to make sure that you're using APA style. You're also going to include your task, the task that you would, as you're giving it to students. If there are any technology files associated, you need to make sure you include those. And then finally, you're going to include a description for teachers. So this should include the learning and or assessment goals for the task using specific standards and directions for how to implement the task. If appropriate, you should use the 5 practices, so anticipating students' strategies or mistakes, how you might select or sequence student solutions, and questions that you would ask during the whole group discussion. Some possible topics that you might consider: equality, variables or symbols, patterning, function, rate of change, generalizing, equivalent expressions, or other topics that fit your context. So my suggestion is that you choose a topic that's of interest to you, do a little bit of research, and then see if you can either find or create a task that would match your topic. For those of you that use MathVision's project on a regular basis, I encourage you to either find a task from MathVision's project that you want to adapt, or one that you've not taught before, so maybe from a different course than what you're used to teaching. Obviously, you don't have to use MathVision's project, but if you want to, that's fine. I just encourage you to kind of go beyond what's given in the curriculum to either adapt or use a task that you haven't taught before. So there's 3 phases to the project. First of all, you're going to pick your topic and start doing some research, and you can go ahead and start doing this now. There is a discussion board on Moodle under the Midway Project tab for you to post and discuss ideas. So you should post your idea by Friday the 28th, and then respond to at least one of your colleagues' ideas by Sunday, September 30th. Phase 2, once you have your idea and you are engaging in some research, you're going to draft the task and the directions for teachers. These are drafts. They don't have to be final by any means, but you're going to be sharing them with peers, so you want to provide enough detail that you can get good feedback from your peers. You should submit your draft of the task and the 4 teachers' directions by Sunday, October 7th. Just note that this week we will not have a module. The module for that week will be devoted to spending time working on your task. Then each person will review and provide feedback to 2 of your peers, and that should be done by Wednesday, October 10th. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that October 10th is when the next module will open. And then finally, once you get your feedback, you're going to take that feedback into account to make changes to your task and your For Teachers page. You're going to complete your justification paper and upload everything to Moodle by Sunday, October 21st. And then finally, here is a rubric so you can see what each portion counts for the final grade. So your draft, submitting that, is 5 points. The feedback that you provide is 5 points for each of your peers for a total of 10 points. The justification paper is 30 points. References and grammar, 5 points. The task itself, 30 points. And then finally, the For Teachers directions, 10 points for a total of 100 points. I'm also going to create a discussion board for you to post questions about the MIdway project if you have them. We will be having a synchronous session scheduled on October 17th, if I'm remembering correctly, and that'll give you an opportunity to also ask some questions before the final due date of the project. So if you have questions, you can email me or post to the discussion board. I'm assuming others will have the same questions, so if you can post to the discussion board, I think that would be really helpful for your classmates. And go ahead and start your research and choosing your idea, and post to the idea discussion board.